overall, I was a good kid. Went to school, didn't ditch.
I was very good in school, very good grades, and that's why I got away with a lot.
Meth is an equal opportunity drug. No individual or group is immune to meth addiction, and there is no typical meth user. However, some groups are more at risk than others. It is the only illegal drug that women use as much as men.
I was a decent kid. I grew up in a great family. We went to church, we prayed together, we had family functions together. And despite all of that, I just made bad choices and bad decisions that led me to my 16 years of addiction.
Meth has hit Native American and Hawaiian communities especially hard. These groups have the highest per capita use. Hispanic groups have also been heavily affected, making up 19% of all primary meth treatment admissions in the U.S.
I was 11 years old when my mother left. And so my father was alone with us, and I was the eldest. And meth helped me. I didn't have to think about my mom not being there or me feeling like I was responsible of my siblings.
3% of students in the U.S. have experimented with meth by the time they finish high school. Those who start using as teenagers are more likely to become addicted.
I started using meth when I was about 13 years old, and I continued to use up until I was 32.
When I was 12, 13, my mother and father were going through a divorce, and I self-medicated.
High rates of use also exist in the gay, bisexual, and transgender communities.
I was not very particular about who I hooked up with. As long as they had drugs and a needle, that's all I needed to know.
It snowballed into something that was an everyday thing that kind of completely enveloped my life.
5 million people of all backgrounds are impacted by meth use in the U.S., and 25 million globally. The effects are everywhere.
I was just slave to that drug. All I wanted to do was smoke all day. I didn't care about the family. I didn't care about my job. It took me down. In less than a year, I lost everything that I had.
I started using meth, and slowly my life started to get a lot more chaotic.
That powerful, strong, I got everything in control feeling, by the end turns into helplessness and despair and desperation.
I could no longer take care of my children. So I went from a functional addict to a non-functional addict in months.